Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Imperator Rome playthrough where things are going reasonably well. Hopefully, well, no distractions, no war cries from my son this time, as my wife is back, so I don't have the baby monitor on. And, well, we're probably going to have a bit of a peace this time. We've got, see, I can reduce the cost of the Triumph. We've got the things, we'll grab that. Well, our tech's actually going reasonably well, though we can up it much more. You know, maximum efficiency cannot be higher than 300. We've got a bad ratio at the moment, which we can improve. Unfortunately, it's dropping. We need more citizens. Citizens help that, so actually we might have a look at that. We've got disloyal province, but that is becoming more loyal, and bad research ratio. So citizens produce 25-point research with an output of 302 each year. And a population, we get an efficiency of 61. So, yeah, let's have a look at upping that. Let's promote up my tribesmen, because we're getting some money from slaves, and we'll promote up a few of these. Oh, I can't promote up too many. But that will have, even that one will have helped my ratio slightly as time goes on. And we are trying to civilise. I'm keeping my main place on civilising. How is my leader? Oh, we're nearly dead. We will soon have a new leader. We still have a bad research ratio. Not a huge amount I can do about that. After the death of Massilo Vodinosus, clan chiefs of the Iceni meet to elect a new, fierce and strong leader to shepherd our people in these ever-changing times. After much deliberation, Damagus Caractacus, ooh, we've got a Caractacus, was installed in a lavish ritual to which all clan dignitaries were invited. Many, however, were discontent, hoping to see themselves or someone more familiar at the head of a table. We must work towards mending these rifts and bring together all the chiefs for the goodwill of the Icenia. Okay, so I believe he was my one who was actually not particularly loyal, so this actually potentially works. He's already quite ill. His health is only 32%, so I suspect he's not going to last long. So he's got good stats. Ooh, we need to pause now because that's going to affect our income, because black news, tribal stability drop. And our lord has died. Right, let's have a look at our new guy. Pious, uncaring, freeman outputs reduced. Benefactor, up slaves, okay. And gives him better popularity. He's negative martial, but he's still managing to maintain fine. Because he's a lunatic. And he is dying. What? Not great. He's actually not going to be with us for long at all. First thing, I'm going to do another ritual. Put us straight back up to 3. Which just gives everything else a bit. But he's going to his army. No, he still has his retinue. Even though he's interesting. Even though he's the tribal leader, he keeps his retinue. And we've got another person building up. I'm actually happy about that, because that's a free army for my leader, who is... So this army is definitely loyal. 100% loyal to him, and we don't necessarily have to pay for it, because it's paid for by his tribe. That actually works really nicely for us. Ooh. A researcher is needed. One of our new guys, however I pronounce that. Yeah, so he'll be very good at that. Because he's very civic. Let's just check my court. Oh, he wasn't actually somebody at the court, so that was good. The city of Venta has taken upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of previously owned slaves. We could intervene if we think it's best, letting slaves go. Letting slaves get too comfortable could have repercussions for freedom. I don't want... My lord is quite corrupt. That's a problem, because that actually affects our income. So we're doing well. How would our governor manage without slaves? In fact, he is now the governor of anywhere, because I can't change my governors in any of my provinces, because it seems to think everyone is my capital province, which I'm a little confused by, and is potentially a bug, but I am in an early release of the game, guys, so bugs do happen. There's nothing wrong with that, so... not all my freemen are happy. Let's promote up a couple. Or one. I'm going to keep pushing out markets here as much as I can. As we can, let's move a few more pops here. Oh, what I hadn't realised, so we've got this macro builder here, guys, which we can do things with. So we can recruit from it by clicking in places, you know, promote pops, convert pops to our religion, which doesn't matter, assimilate pops, and we can just click to do them, and import trade goods, which works really well. Ooh. I'm not quite sure how this will work with this one, but... I assume I probably can't move people with this, but... So where's got a few people around here I can move from? Just want to up Venter's population as much as possible. So I can build another market, because I want to keep pushing his civilization value up, because eventually we're going to have to become autocracy or a democracy. Albion, I think, would be an autocracy, but to do that, we are going to need a civilized. We're going to need a civilization of at least 50 in the city. So yeah, and that's what we have to do before we can do Albion. Yeah, whereas Britannia, which we may look at doing first, is a lot easier, and that's going to be something a lot sooner. Anyway, let's unpause. How is the loyalty of my clan chiefs? He's a little worrying. How's his loyalty going? He's loyal and it's increasing by 1.8, so if I exalt him, that works. And hold a triumph for him. That gets him well back on track. So he is now very loyal and not corrupt at all. It's only my leader who is corrupt. Don't know if there's a way of reducing corruption, but yeah, his monthly wage is increased and our power costs are more. Which is annoying, but I can cope with that. Wow, he is not doing well. He's got a spouse, but he's got one child, but his family, oh, that's his family, he's got siblings as well, who are in positions of power. I believe she is leading another army somewhere. Yeah. So he definitely commands a lot of power. Right now, I'm just waiting on things, you know, we're building our armies back up, guys. I'm building, obviously, this fort here to complete our ring of fortifications around our territory. I'm in no rush to do much, basically. Let's check how the rest of the world's doing. They're expanding cattle, they're growing nicely. I may end up stuck in some wars down here, which it couldn't necessarily happen. Oh, they've become massive. Rome has grown massively. Carthage is big. And hopefully at some point we will get to see a big thing. I can't believe Phrygia has completely disintegrated. Seleucids do that sometimes as well, apparently. But no, it's interesting to see who is growing and where. And these guys are just expanding out a bit into this unclaimed territory. If you're a settled tribe, oh, the thicker seeds can bring ruin and prosperity. 50% extra income from trade, which we make more money from trade, so that's actually really good. I would be tempted to swap this. Hang on, let's have a look. Ooh, and we get trade route in Londinium then. Let's try that, see how that works. What could we get into here? No, we don't care about that. What I'm really after is straight income generation. Local tax. Upping local tax, there we go. That's an internal one, but we're still earning money from that. And that's potentially upping our income a bit more. I didn't pay attention to what it was before, but we've got an income, so positive income. So I'm happy with that. I can potentially reduce one of these armies a little bit if needs be. I'm happy to keep them both. Having two good, solid, strong armies in the rear is a good thing. And obviously we've got our 3 tribal cohorts. Ooh, that's because we ran out of the Oban. I'm going to go for growth again. I want to keep my cities growing. What's Ventia's overall population? This is probably quite good now. Basically burning off my tribesmen, which isn't great actually. I should have upped some of these rather than that, because these guys contribute to our manpower. So how it works, citizens create research, freemen manpower, slaves money, and tribesmen are a mix of both, but they're not as good at either. So you see these, slaves are produced. I can't actually see. But yeah. But basically slaves produce more income per one. And a granary would increase slave happiness. Ah, do these all increase? No. Oh, we paused. I didn't realise that. So we only have one thing at the moment. I could potentially ally with these guys, because they're not allied with anyone else. Bring them into our... They wouldn't accept it. I was going to see if we could form a defensive league, maybe, but I don't think we can do that. Oh wow, they're at war with each other. I've not been brought into that war, however. Which is potentially a good thing. Not that I'd be able to do anything about it. I don't have a navy even, which again is something at some point I probably want to rectify, because we are potentially quite vulnerable to any of these guys. That said, we would, they'd land and they'd get decimated. Just keeping an eye on how everybody around us is doing. These guys are under my protection. Ooh, actually, yes. I want to go and colonise that. So, getting 10 pops in here. I'm going to make sure I don't accidentally completely empty here. 5, 6, 7, 8, so we need 3 more. Let's move all my tribesmen. Oh, I'm low on things, but basically as here levels up, we'll get enough in there and we'll be able to move and colonise here. And this is good practice because that's how we're going to have to colonise Hibernia eventually, or Ireland eventually, so it's good practice. I thought it was a little thing saying we could cross. You could cross there. That actually counts as its own little thing. That's awesome. You have to sail there. It's interesting. You've got some of these little islands and things. Is these guys its own region as well? No. It is going to be a tricky one because literally it is going to be a big war, my next war. I suspect if I go to war with them, it will bring everybody else in. We've finished off my region of Dabonia. So much population here compared to everywhere else in Britain. A child is born. How is he doing? He is slowly dying. Which is annoying because we're going to have to deal with another leader change shortly. Why is that dropping? It's dropping as my forces increase, as my forces grow. That one full? Yeah. This one must be nearly full, yeah. Then my manpower will start increasing again. Let's up this to 4. I don't need to be. In fact, let's up this to 5 while nothing's happening. No! Icenia. Died at 69. That's not bad. She was one of my leaders, though. That said, we've got some good people. Ooh. That's good. The discipline bonuses are very nice. So let's grab him. And we are now on a negative income. Damn. Work it out once they've finished growing, because no, I'm going to have to pull some people out. They only have 3, so I'm going to pull one of the heavy cohorts out. I know they're better, but they're also more expensive. That should have solved my income issue. I said I can also, if I'm not planning on going to war, I can also, where is it? Tax. Go to cheap army maintenance, which reduces the cost but lowers the morale massively. Yeah, we're spending quite a bit, so 33% of that would be quite big actually. So yeah, for now we can always put that back up. You see that's a massive thing. We can put that back up before we go to war. The downside is if somebody goes to war with me. That said, we've got our nice line of fortresses. Same as I could reduce this if I wanted to. And my wages, which is not worth doing. Let's just pause. A loyal war chief. Our war chief has spent a noticeable amount of time in Durham, despite Quill and Resmier. The people seem more loyal than ever. Brilliant. Game military far low and lower. Oh, nice. Right, we're paused. Let's just do a quick save, just in case I can't quick save. So that would give us a lot more income. But we don't get as much of a surplus. I could up that, which lowers my research. Which is not worth doing it. Neither of those make a huge difference, so I'm not going to do it. Another market. I'm going to keep throwing the markets here because actually they up my civilization level, which is really good. My slaves are growing. Let's promote a few of these guys as well. So I don't need as much manpower. We're fine on manpower. I want more research, so also do want to build up a reasonable income. Which one's the research? I can never remember which one is which. It's dropping still. And Adasan land, dispute between the clans of Tiras, Odregus and our old leader. So two of these clans has arisen and both want certain and valuable lands in... He's at 80 and he's going up. He's at 73 and he is dropping. So I probably want to go to him. Or I can make them both lose 10. Oh. Gives us extra tax and we get a lot of money. Yep. Let's just check. So he has dropped, but he is increasing. So that's not a bad thing. I can afford to have him drop. That said, I do need to keep an eye on it because other events could trigger negatives. There you go, my manpower is growing nicely now. How is that going? That is growing. We want to keep pushing that up as high as we can. I think we should look at doing another war soon, but it's where. Demonia. You know what? I am going to cancel. No, it's an alliance action. I can't go to war with them, but I can go to all these guys, can't I? Not that I'll be able to do anything. If they wouldn't join me in my wars anyway, I'm potentially just trying to break things up. I would actually quite like a war to happen, because then again I can take advantage and gobble up from behind. Oh, nice! We've had a civic advance. Well, 10% extra commerce income. That's going to be another. That's really good. 1 point. Yeah. So 5% even. That's still really good. National citizen output as well. That's going to help my research. So they are both quite good. We still have one. Yeah, may as well get that. Makes things cheaper to build as well. Oh, my magistrate has died. We are getting to that point where everybody is beginning to just fall over, which is not great. I'm a bit scared considering we've got reduced clan retinue sizes, and these guys still have fairly large clan retinues. Oh, something's changed. Okay, this is the way to do it. Sorry, covert action. Fabulate. Fabulate? Fabricate a claim. Let's move forwards. So hopefully it's going to be just the... I think it'll just be these two joined in, because they'll call them in and they'll call them in. Now theoretically they could call Brigantia in as well, but I don't think Brigantia will. I mean, they may join. I'll keep an eye on them. We've got an army up here anyway who can push forwards if needs be. We could be messing ourselves up a little here, but we'll see how this goes. At the end of the day, I can hold the line. I can take here easily and force the demand. So, a cousin belonging to one of the lesser branches of the Karakti family has become embroiled in a scandal. They can deal with it. I've got plenty of prestige. The Arbiter has sent a demand. I will accept it for now because I want to keep everybody happy. Ooh, damn. Note to self. Actually remember to put my bloody tax back up before we go to war. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So we are going to be running on a slight negative. No one else has joined yet. We don't have to push forwards instantly. And we are auto-capping a few places. Basically, I want to get my morale back. That said, they are also getting their morale back, so... Oh, you can push up here to take there. They are retreating straight away, unsurprisingly. Hopefully we'll catch them. Yes! Keeping one in reserve there, spreading our others out. Gonna go and take there. Yeah, good start. We'll capturing here early is an important thing. I want to push somebody into there. And spread out so we can hit there from multiple angles. Okay, victory up there, and we've captured somebody. They do have a 10k stat next to me. Yes, we'll accept that. Somebody else has joined. This is the thing, as this goes on, more will join with potential to hit us from other places. So I do need to pay attention to all of that, but we're doing well just now. As soon as we capture here, that will mean we've enforced our war goal, which means it will start ticking. Okay. I need to send somebody up to start dealing with that and that. I'm pulling out of there before we get surrounded. Yeah, we will trade. Nobody else has joined. push back up to there. These two should be able to deal with the rest of that. We're sieging there as well. Now, once we've taken there and there, we'll capture everything by default, so that's good. Oh, with Ority has popped. Tech speed first, just to keep our techs leveling fast. We're doing well on those. So I'm not paying much attention to it at the moment because obviously we've got this war ongoing. They're going to come around and hit me here, which is potentially dangerous. So actually I'm going to pull you back here. No, you can stay there as we're about to fight a battle. No, you can push up now. Anybody else joined? No, I was a little worried somebody would call Debonia in, but it doesn't seem to be happening. They're not powerful enough to take that. Ooh, there was a... Oh! Oh! Brigantia has a... is in the war from a different angle. That's interesting. Can't get to there because of that fortification. So actually you can push into there. You can push down to there. Oh, I can't push into there. We've received a gift from them. Nice. A little concerned up here, but not massively worried. You can pull here, ready to reinforce if they throw everything into here. Yep, get everything in there. I might lose that battle. Oh God, why are we suddenly not? God damn. Come on, we need to get reinforcements there as fast as we can. Ooh, we're actually going to win that first engagement, but they are getting lots of reinforcements, as am I. Requesting military access, yes. Can I have military access? I should have said no. They're kind of on my side. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! It's going to be close. Damn! These guys will go in and mop up, though, I say. Oh, it's going to go down to the line here, guys. Will our morale hold? No. We are losing in the north, but we are going to capture all of this. As soon as we've captured here, things will get much, much easier. You can push forwards. I'm intrigued. I was expecting these guys to join the war. So we've taken a couple of losses in the north, but we're gaining all this territory, which is great for us. I suspect they're going to throw everything here, which is why I'm moving up. We're going to capture here soon, hopefully. And of course, these guys are taking advantage by charging in too. Oop. We're going to go... Sorry, pausing while I look at this. I am going to go down this tree, guys, because it's got some nice things. You know, raise levies, run culture, happiness, all these things, and extra heavy infantry siege. So we're going to keep going down this one to start with. So that extra manpower is always going to be very useful for us. I'm going to let these two replenish before pushing up again. Come on, I need to capture here. Capturing here is what this is key to. So we've captured here first. That's a little annoying. You can push there, you can push there, because we'll auto-cap all of this. Here should fall soon. Or should you be in that stance? No. You can go skirmishing, please. Okay. And there we go. It's annoying that they're gonna... Oh no, I'll capture there first. I don't think I can take that over from them. No. Again, you can push out this way. These guys can start heading back up. Their morale is pretty much sorted. Basically, when they retreat to somewhere which has got enough manpower. Why would I have lost that battle? It's the terrain. You know what? Let's throw both my armies into there. Going to be a couple of big battles going on. We should reinforce there. We're going to win that even without reinforcements. And that's in there. They would already accept. And they would give us a butt ton of money, but no, I'm going to force in here. I'm going to finish these guys off completely if I can. Give us a little bit of board gore, but not too much actually. It'll actually consolidate us a bit more. Unfortunately, I suspect I'm not going to be able to capture all of their territory because I think the Ordovisia have really taken good, solid advantage here. Oh, let's go knock them out. Ooh, our marshal have increased. That buffs up our armies, but also makes them cost a bit more. But it also gives us some new things. And we've had this one. Ooh, extra discipline. Nice discipline. It's hard to explain. Basically, it just makes your army work better. That could be useful. We'll go for the extra discipline. Discipline, it modifies your how well you fight in battles slightly. I don't know exactly how it works, guys. So here we can see we've got 105, they've got 105. So yeah, I don't know how it affects us. I think we should win that. I can send reinforcements in if needed. Yeah, Ordovisia captured everything else there before I could. But if I can capture here, you know, it's another territory for me. Did we get enough people in here to colonise in the end? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, we didn't. 9. Ah. I love the way I'm colonising in the middle of a war, guys. Or attempting to colonise in the middle of a war. We are burning through manpower, but it was an advantage. It was a choice to take. I was thinking I would get to war with these guys. Well, I'm probably actually fairly glad I didn't. Yeah, extra money. Extra money is extra money. Why? Why do that? That was just daft of you. You can stay there. We'll be able to take that. If only I could march through. There we go. And we'll recap all of these automatically now. Send some reinforcements. We'll rip them to pieces. Oh, Brigantia are besieging for me. A matter of centralisation. Civic power for extra centralisation. Yes. Centralisation. So centralisation. The more centralised you are. So if I go on to my nation, so my civilization level is also affected by my centralisation. The more centralised I am, the better my civilization is, and also the lower my clan revenues are. You can only go up to 100%, but it's how centralised your sort of control of your nation is. Unsurprisingly, we were victorious. I mean, let's sue for peace now, because we'll be able to take everything we've got hold of. Right, let's reset this. So I can make them cede the entire provinces. Oh, that's going to annoy them because they've got stuff in there. I can't do that because I've not captured anything. Okay, yeah. Oh, and money. We will take all of your money. We're going to get 9 aggressive expansion, which is annoying, but, you know. I'm not taking any families on. We'll reduce our aggressive expansion a little bit by letting some of them go. So Herod Konovia, they've accepted our peace offering, and yeah, I think we grew a bit, guys. Nice. Let's do a little bit of admin. What can I not move them from? Oh, god damn it. Right. Now I lack the civic, which I thought might be the case. We're going to get there soon. So we need to deal with Wales soon, and then Brigantia. What do we actually need? Ooh, how are we doing? Growth again. Just going to keep throwing it at growth. I will throw some at civilization, but growth is also very important for us. You know what? I'm just going to set them on independent operations. They'll go somewhere where they're fine. They'll automatically should wander off somewhere. I hope they'll automatically wander somewhere where they'll replenish. Let's drop that fort. Let's keep an eye on where we are. So up there's reasonable. We've got a nice solid wall. I could use something in the middle here. I can't necessarily afford to. It's fine. I'd have to get rid of that to do it, so I'm not willing to burn off market because that makes me money. We've lost a commander because somebody's died. Death. One of our clan chiefs has died, so I'm actually just going to burn this straight off. Because I'm now having to pay for it. We'll go for her. She's the highest. It's not she's not great, to be fair, but she'll have to do for now. The government is fine. fort positioning is possibly not the best, but this is what we've ended up with. To be fair, actually, here they can break through there, but it's only one place. So actually, I'm happy to leave that as it is. Oh, there you go. Build one here. That'll fix it. I won't have then. I'd prefer one there. I could just drop that off. This isn't my best region. Oh, I still can't build one. Oh, because they're disloyal. Oh, goddamn. I'm a derp. There we go. And provinces. Demonia is dropping slightly, but that I imagine will fix over time. You can go down to there. I'm actually going to spread them out myself a bit. No, let's just leave everybody on independent operations for now. A senior citizen by the name of has approached the tribal chief employed this morning. In hushed a voice spoke of a vision of a near future where she was found by her loved ones had been crucified by zealots. How? With shaking hands, she offered all her worldly goods to the state. They're crucified by zealots. Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, they're crucified by the zealots. Decline. Yep. That's just hilarious. And we're nearly dead, so I don't mind making a few enemies. Sorry, that was probably very naughty of me, but still, it was quite funny. Let's exalt him again. Will affect the others, but it gets him positive again. Well, with a continually ticking positive. These guys will all move to places where they're going to grow now. We've obviously got a new clan chief there. All my clan chiefs are bloody old. This is one of the things which is a little annoying with this, because actually I'm going to have to deal with a lot of this. Hardly surprising some of these places are a bit. Surprised Debonia is... No. Oh, and here is... I thought here was a Demonia. No. Let's go to our macro, do some conversion, because the conversion is probably the issue we're having at the moment. Threat assimilation. So we can just do it en masse like that, which does help. Still not brilliant, but as we slowly bring everybody in. I mean, we've got the war, the aggressive expansion is probably the other big thing, so we've got that negative happiness. They've revoked the military access we gave them. Everybody's actually allied with them at the moment, which means whatever war I do next, I'm going to end up at a war on all fronts. That said, at this point, I think I can probably take it. Oh, we've got another invention. Coding, diplomatic range. Improve maximum opinion, I don't care about that. Oratory tech investment, good. I don't really have a navy. National tribesman happiness. Should help keep all of my pops in order. How is the civilization level going here? We are getting big. Too few people to get another thing, but we are getting quite big. Our civilization level is going up and up. They want to requesting import, which makes us money. Yep. If I drop that, yes. More markets. More income and more. It's that civilization level which I'm really trying to push out there, guys, with all of those markets. So I do love how I've kind of stripped the areas around to increase the population there, but you know, and our slaves are growing nicely, which they're going to keep growing until everything's level. Because I think what it does is it tries to have 1-to-1 pop-wise, which is quite good. No, I don't want to be changing that at the moment. I want to be converting pops. Sorry, assimilation. So it's only up here. So around here I want to be doing more of. Let's put this up to 4. How is my leader? He's slowly dying. You know, I don't necessarily want him to die. Let's try and get a better apothecary. No, I want to keep him in there. The other thing, you do actually want to be careful with changing people, because when you change people, they do get upset about it. But sometimes you have to, you know, so it's dealable with, but our research efficiency has gone up, but it's still apparently going down, so we're doing nicely. I wish I had somebody better there. How civilized are we? We are getting there. Let's compare our civilizations. So we are let's have a look at the civilization map mode. There you go. So down here, 45, 34, you know, 55. Wow, 70. So yeah, we're nothing, but at least we're not like these places full of barbarians and yeah. Anyway, guys, this is where we are going to leave this one. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this. Now, I've probably splurged out the content to now. This is all pre-recorded a couple of weeks back, as you may have guessed from the fact I keep mentioning I'm an early access build, guys. So, at some point, you know, I'm going to kind of drop all of this what I've done so far fairly quickly, but it's going to start at some point dropping onto more a sort of bi-weekly basis. But we'll see how it goes. Certainly once I've done this one, I'm definitely doing enough playthrough because I'm really enjoying this. So by all means, shout out what you're wanting me to do. Obviously, the great powers are going to be being done and done and done and done by so many people. So something interesting, but something interesting. If there's something you can think of interesting, which isn't going to be insane, I will try it. So obviously there's all these parts of the world over here as well we can deal with and play with, so it's all very interesting. Anyway, as always, as I already mentioned, thank you for watching. Please feel free to pop any comments or jump over to my Discord and say hi. The Discord is linked in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle Games, where you can pick this up, guys, if you are enjoying this. You can pick up there, which does support the channel. Just find where it's cheapest, though. If it's not cheapest there, don't get it through that link, obviously. Other than that, guys, if you're new to my channel and you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe, and make sure you click that bell so it lets you know that when I post things. And thank you very much for watching, everybody.